Okay, so I come back bearing gifts from Taiwan. So I don't know if you've seen this before. These are Aiyu jelly seeds. Chances are you might not have heard of it before because it is something that's very unique to, I would say, Taiwan and or Southeast Asia. But if you have heard of it, chances are it's going to be from bubble tea. Okay, because some of the bubble tea toppings, you can have your tapioca pearl, your coconut jelly, your grass jelly. Sometimes they will have something called Aiyu jelly, which is, it's like lightly yellow and it's super soft set. It is a soft jelly, and I have been searching around for this ingredient for a really long time, just like frequenting the Asian grocery stores and being like, oh well, how do I make this Aiyu jelly? It was not necessarily that easy to find it in Taiwanese grocery stores either. I had to go to a special street that sold a lot of like dried foods, dried fruit.
Today I'm looking for Aiyu because the Taiwanese, they do something called Aiyu jelly that they put, usually like in kind of like the bubble tea sort of things. They use it as a dessert, and from what I know, it's actually, they're like a type of fig seed. And then I think when you boil it, the pectin from the fig seed acts as a gelatinizer, and so it makes the jelly.
It is a creeping fig, and the seeds is this. In Wikipedia, from what I read, is that it was discovered by a Taiwanese businessman in the 1800s. The origins of these figs, I think that they found some in Southeast Asia as well, but it is a fig that is native in Taiwan as well. It's kind of like a weird story because so a businessman in the 1800s ended up naming these fig seeds after his daughter. But the way that he found it, according to oral history, so this could be not true, is he was taking a drink of water from the river and then happened to find this yellowish jelly in the water and still tried it, which is the not believable part. But anyways, he tried it, he really liked it, and then he looked upstream and saw these figs that were hanging, and then it was discovered. I guess a second interesting / maybe slightly weird thing about figs, if you all don't know, is that figs they're pollinated by wasps. I don't know if there's any figs that are not pollinated by wasps, but I don't totally know how it works, but I think females lay their eggs inside figs, or I don't know, they have to like go inside the fig and then it pollinates and then it dies. But the reason that you don't see a wasp inside your fig is because figs have something called, I think it was like fusin or figin, I don't know. Figs have an enzyme in them that dissolve the wasp. So yeah, maybe the reason that dried figs have like a high AGE, like an advanced glycation end product thing, like maybe that's from the wasp. Anyways, are bugs vegan? I don't know. We'll have to think about that. So anyways, I have the instructions here, which are written in Chinese. I have going to translate them for you, but essentially it is with this packet, I think I'm going to break it up into two because I don't want to use it all at once. With this packet, you mix it with 2,000 mLs of water. So that's like pretty much 8 cups of water. And then what you're supposed to do is, I'm glad that they provided the cotton bag with these seeds. So it's a little bit like a sock, like a very tightly woven cotton bag, but you could use, like a fine nut milk bag or maybe like a fine linen cloth. And so the idea is you are supposed to, put the water in here, put the seeds in here, and you're supposed to rub the seeds gently though, because apparently the pectin is located outside of the seed. It's just this kind of like, I don't know, potentially gummy mixture, waxy mixture I don't know, slightly outside the seed. It is not within the seed. So therefore, that is why you wouldn't blend this with the water, but you are just supposed to wash it enough so that the gel comes off. And that is what it says, but I don't know how long you would wash it until the gel has come off. I should probably look this up, but we don't need to do that. And then it says to just let the mixture sit, room temperature. It's a little bit like agar. You don't have to put it into the refrigerator to set. I never see Wikipedia mention like cooking tips, but on the bottom of this, it was like, there are certain things that you must keep in mind to help this gel set. 1, no grease in the container. 2, sugar needs to be added at the end. So if you want to flavor it at the end. Don't use distilled water because I guess the minerals in the water help the pectin gelatinize or firm up. And then during washing, the seeds must not be rubbed so hard as to rupture the seed, the cell. So I looked it up a bit. People just said massage it for a few minutes, and you should know because at this point you can feel through the bag that it feels like jelly. It's just like, you know, running your hands in kind of like a very wet lotion. So they said after a few minutes of just kind of gently massaging this, you will eventually start to feel that the seeds themselves kind of dry up. They've lost that jelly because it's gone into the water. And then at the same time, I don't know if that registers, but the water itself has turned just slightly yellow too. So I was gonna say how lucky it is that we're making it in central London, because if there's anything I can tell you about our water, it's that it is highly mineralized because I can never get any glassware clean. You can see that the viscosity of the water has changed too. It's thicker, just by a little bit. So I think what I've been finding out in terms of how you tell is while this bag is in the liquid, you can't really tell whether the seeds are dry yet because obviously the liquid is quite slimy at this point as well. So what I've had to do is every so often take this out of the liquid mixture and then just wring it out and then kind of like feel the seeds that way. And so it's been about 7 minutes now. And yeah, the seeds kind of finally do feel dry. It doesn't have that kind of like jelly consistency around it, okay? So now we just, we're gonna put it aside. I'm not gonna move it. 40 minutes. Let's see what happens. Part of me also thinks that if you wanted this to be kind of, you know, like whole food plant-based, I would not mind just sticking these seeds back in there because like who cares? Like I would eat this in a fig anyways. But anyways, for this time, we'll keep the jelly cleaner because that's, you know, typically how jelly is. So yeah, I will be back in 40 minutes. let's try it. Sorry, I went outside to take like a couple thousand photos, and it turned out really well. Where are you? Okay, so this is really pretty. This is like really, really pretty. And you can see how soft of a set that is. Okay, so let us try. See, that is such an interesting set because that is how I was going to describe it, but I didn't. Yeah, I thought that I had forgotten. Okay. The set of this, so I put 20 grams of the fig seeds in 1,000 milliliters, so 1 liter of water, and I washed it for 7 minutes. The set on that is more like gelatin than agar, okay? Because again, agar doesn't have that pushback. Agar kind of crumbles. Whereas this one has the pushback. I mean, it's not exactly like gelatin, but I feel like this jelly is more like gelatin than it is agar, but it is soft. I guess, what would I liken it to? You know how sometimes people will make candies out of pectin, or maybe like sometimes if you made jam and that kind of like, I don't know, there is like a bounciness to it, a very soft bounciness to it that is not agar, more like, yeah, definitely more like gelatin. I don't know if I said it before, but even while I was kind of like massaging the fig bag, there was like a nice like kind of honey-esque smell. It wasn't floral, it was just kind of like lightly sweet, that honey smell. And I think that was very much from the figs. Tasting this, because it is just water, so yes, you might want to do a syrup for this if you wanted to. It is really so good. It is very comforting, and because it's not super cold, because we didn't have to put it in the refrigerator, it's kind of nice. It's like a jellied water. That I guess is ever so slightly fragrant. So that's quite nice. Ooh. Yeah, like, here, let's get a close-up on this. See that? Yeah, it's more of a gelatin wiggle than it is an agar wiggle. I hope you all enjoyed. The sun is going down. I am off. I'm filming this weekend. I'm filming another movie this weekend. So, oh! I didn't show this before just because there was so much to do and I was not sure what to do. I've still kept it under wraps because I don't want fingerprints on it. So, like a new car smell. That is the plaque. I have no idea where to put it. I've just been like laying it with the rest of the crap that I own. So, yep. Thank you for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed this recipe. Check out the Taiwan vlogs for sure, because there was a lot of fun there. Hope you all enjoyed. If you have any questions, leave it with me. Leave it with me. I will see you all again next time, okay? Alright, bye.